Okay, now it's June 12th, 2014, and almost 2 days ago I had predicted that this low pressure, which was out here and very powerful and concentrated, would be crushed and destroyed before it went onshore. And indeed that has happened, and in fact they had kind of just left it alone for about 24 hours, and I thought, oh, they're going to let it make rain in the Pacific Northwest, but right as it's getting close to the shore, they're killing it. In fact, we can look at another view here and see how it's being dried up. You can see these clouds right here, just literally just the hair dryer effect of the Haarp dry air downburst. So you would think that, well, maybe there's some kind of strange thing in the jet stream that's causing that. But if we look at the jet stream, it's like a nice deep low, and you know, this is up in the jet stream, so you know, about 35,000 feet, and that is actually acting as a vacuum, sort of a vacuum cleaner, sucking this humid surface air up. So there is no reason, and if we look at the surface pressure, this appears to be, well, just all confused. But this is what matters, because this is a powerful vacuum cleaner pulling that humid air upward. So there is no reason to have this water vapor here suddenly drying up. I mean, this should be you know, continuing its circular strengthening, or at least maintaining a circular shape. If we look in water vapor mode, whoops, I'm sorry, I'm zoomed again. If we look in water vapor mode, we can see the same clouds disappearing and a big old ring of dry air around the outside, which is, I think, kind of strange. And chemtrails up here, which are feeding in. Again, that makes a hot air layer aloft, which is a capping inversion, stops the low pressure from building. And in the shortwave infrared, we've got just used to be that you could see the Haarp outflow boundary before they started photoshopping so much. But the upshot is that now Oregon, and especially California, gets zero precip. Here, if we look over here, we've got precipitation forecast, just a little trace of precipitation entering Oregon, and this is actually right at the current time. A little bit more, 8 p.m. tonight, 11 p.m. Notice how none of it gets into California. It's not a drop of it. And it's just really like stationary light rain. So parts of the northern half of Oregon, Washington State, get rain. And here it is, 2 days from now, it's 48 hours from now, and not a drop went into California. And also, they basically just killed this rain before it got into Idaho. It just really doesn't get very far. So instead of having a major rain event, it shut down. And I don't know if the farmers' fields are too wet up there or too dry, but this is proof of Haarp, because if you do a statistical analysis of how many of these Pacific lows, if someone would please do a statistical analysis of how many of these Pacific lows don't make it on shore, you will see a huge difference between the present day, where they're all crushed into just disorganized clouds before they go onshore, versus, I don't know, maybe 1995, 1990, something like that, where every one of them that formed became a major rain event. And, caused massive rain in, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona. Wherever the jet stream would drag that big low pressure is where heavy, heavy rain is going to happen. But now the HAARP technology is used to stop those low pressures and shut off the rain. Okay, so this is part 2 of the video where I predicted they would kill this low pressure before it got on shore. And they waited till the very last second, probably to not make it look so conspicuous, but they've done it. They've done it. And this would be chiefly the Gakona Haarp that is doing this. But with that powerful low pressure in the jet stream, all that warm surface air should be just being vacuumed up like a vacuum cleaner. And instead we see it being pressed down. And I think that's why they mess around with these pressure maps so much, because so much is happening that the computer does not have a model to explain. So humans have to get involved and draw these isobars, by what they've been instructed, which is basically to cover this whole damn thing up. So California, you needed that rain, got turned off. What are you going to do about it? Don't think I'm doing anything about it. I'm just making a few videos. It's up to you guys to get organized and realize you're being screwed. And the first step is, again, like I said, some meteorologist needs to do an analysis of these Pacific low pressure systems. What year did it change? Make a graph of how they've been attenuated and destroyed. Simple stuff. But that is proof of the HAARP creating the drought in the western, particularly in the southwest and California. Okay, somebody please do that. Meteorologists, please comment. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks.